Hello everyone. I just had to start the video over again because I accidentally clicked out of it. I accidentally pressed the stop button. But today is I got to start all over again. Today is Thursday, August 31st, 2023 at 8:06 a.m. in the morning. It was 8:05, but the video accidentally cut off. So I I didn't I don't think I got any sleep at all last night. At all. And if I did get a little bit, then I don't remember. So I'm feeling very sleep deprived. So last night I caught myself trying to go to bed. I think it was about 10:30. And I felt mild vertigo. You know, I felt mild vertigo, in the middle of the night. And I think I felt it. I don't remember if it was earlier yesterday or Tuesday or if it was Monday. One of these recent days I start to feel like a little bit of vertigo or a loss of balance or something. So I heard this traumatic story about this maybe it was more than one story I heard. Excuse me. Excuse me, that's the mucus in my throat, y'all, from the tooth abscess. So my chest feels kind of congested right now. So this you know so it's like the it was about a few weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I heard about somebody that I heard that she died from drinking too much water in a short period of time out in the hot heat. And I think I heard more than one story about that. So I think it was a 35-year-old female. And so she had they said that she drank 4 bottles of water within 20 minutes. And then it wasn't much longer before she died. So yesterday I did the excuse me. And I also have Tourette's too, and you see me blinking my eyes and stuff. So as I said, throat clearing and coughing and stuff sometimes could be Tourette's symptoms as well, not uncontrollable eye blinking and all that. So excuse me. So, I felt traumatized hearing about that person that died from drinking so much water in a short period of time. And so then, yesterday, I went out and did laundry. It was pretty hot. It was not as, it was very hot yesterday, like over 100 degrees. And I still went out and did laundry because, that was the last of my clothes. And, because of them squeezing my organs, last week, it was last Thursday. So yeah, imagine, and they tried to do it again yesterday, squeezing my organs. So I mean, I ended up being forced to have to go 6 days without getting to take a bath. And I was, smelling stinky, dirty, funky, sweaty, and everything else. And even Sunday or Monday, I felt like I couldn't wait to get to take a bath again. A shower, I meant, because I don't have a bathtub, just a shower. Excuse me. Excuse me. So then, it's like, y'all bear with me because I'm very sleep deprived and didn't get sleep last night. So, like yesterday, I drunk, I was very thirsty and I didn't have water that was cold. Excuse me. So I didn't have water that was cold, and the water was fresh out the tap, and even the so-called cold water from the tap water is a little bit above lukewarm. It's not even cold water doesn't come out, but it's like a little bit above lukewarm. And so I drank like extra water yesterday. And even last night, So I went to bed feeling afraid. Maybe that might have been what kept me awake all night last night, because of me being scared that, did I drink too much water for the day, or am I gonna die in my sleep? And if I go to sleep, that probably was what kept me awake. But I think before 3:00 this morning, I may have had a little bit of sleep, and it might have been a moment where I don't remember falling asleep, being asleep, or waking up. So last night, after the video, I started to upload a little bit, but then I tried to shut down and just turn everything off and turn the Wi-Fi off. And then earlier this morning, I went back to continue to turn the Wi-Fi back on. And then I turned the Wi-Fi back on, and continued to upload the video that I did last night, So that posted earlier this morning before this one. So right when I talked about it in the video last night, the previous video, which was the last gang stalking perp walk video that I did yesterday, that video I got 6 thumbs up. And so did that perp that made that one weird comment. And so then, that perp that made one weird comment. Excuse me. So then, after I recorded the video last night, I noticed that the video, the last gang stalking perp walk video that I did, that video, they removed 5 thumbs up and left me with 1 thumbs up. After what I talked about. And then I got off the video and then saw that I had only 1 thumbs up. So I started blogging, about some other stuff from one of the more previous blogs that I did. I started blogging, and then And so then after that, I noticed that somebody that's supposed to be in the TI community, you know, as I said, it's a perk thing to do to bully another TI. When you claim you're being targeted and harassed and attacked and ganged up on, and then you turn around and do the same thing unprovoked to another fellow TI. When I talk about me being hated in the TI community, one of the first things people do is attack me and get defensive rather than offering support or letting me know that they're one of the few ones who would, be supportive. But no, instead you want to join in and attack me even harder. So me and my twin sister just turned 40 years old not even a week ago. And I feel like, well, things are kind of going bad already. This morning I'm sitting here feeling like that one comment ruined my morning and made me feel like as if I got to brace myself for a rough day today. So, I never saw any footage of this Catalina Dove person being followed or gang stalked. But I just recently saw one of her posts where she claimed she get V2K or something. But a lot of times if she sit at home behind a desk or she sit in her car, but it's like a few months ago, somebody told me, like, I wonder how did that person come on my YouTube channel with a fake new account and told me Amanda DeGloria, Catalina Dove, and some other person it was a black female, I don't remember her name. And somebody said that they were all fake. Well, I'm like, well, how did you know who I was in contact with or talking to or whatever? So I blocked that person because I figured, well, I don't even know if they were just trying to test me and, trying to create division. But real or fake, it seemed like, everybody in the TI community has been a victim of being called fake or being discredited by other so-called fellow TIs. Like, that's why I said the so-called TI community talking and acting like an elitist cult. That you better not dare speak against the popular fakes or anything like that. So, a 3-part video that I did, 3-part video that I did, it was August 6th, so that was, and today's the 31st, so that was almost a month ago. And so, Catalina Dove, like, she seemed narcissistic and controlling and bossy sometimes towards me, but I never saw that she perked me before, But sometimes, it seemed like as if she went out of her way to, try to help me sometimes. Not financially, but I'm talking about, offering, work at home jobs and stuff. And I said, well, I don't even have a laptop with me, But she would start off a conversation with me and I'll reply back and then she will ignore my replies. But if I had a laptop, they already have Wi-Fi in here. And by this being a cabin, and they already have Wi-Fi, I don't even know if the front office would allow for me to set up permanent, long-term, hardwired internet for work at home positions. And then like even in 2018, after I got workplace mob from the zoo job, before I became homeless, excuse me, I had hardwired internet. And I had hardwired internet and kept getting rejected from work at home jobs or work from home jobs. And then, you know, the gang stalkers wherever I would live at, they would be more quiet during the day and then start up their noise at night. But then if I were to try to do a work at home job during the day, then they wait till right when I'm trying to do the work at home job, if I were to try. Like even with work at home interviews where I would need to Skype somebody, you know. So I think it was Skype or WeChat or something like that. And when I'm trying to do a Skype interview with somebody, then they would the gang stalking neighbors would start their noise campaign. So I could barely even get through a job interview that would require Skype or something like that, you know. Or nowadays, what do they call it? Zoom meetings. So they would deliberately create a noise campaign on purpose so I couldn't even do the Zoom meeting for a job interview, even for an in-person job, you know. So they will sabotage that. So, like, even Catalina, she even told me a few times that she believed that I'm a real TI or that she knows that I'm a real TI. But to gang up on and bully somebody, that's some perp stuff to do. So it was over a month ago, you know, right when I started working on the blog post that I posted the day before yesterday. It was the day before yesterday I posted a blog post that I can't talk about on YouTube. And then I thought of some more stuff and then posted like a part 2 this morning, you know. So she even shared, you know, I did a TikTok video sharing my story as a real TI. But I said that, you know, even narcissistic, control freak, fake TI perps, or anybody that's supposed to be targeted and bullying me, I'm a name names and call y'all out too. So, you know, the Catalina person, she only heard one side of the story. She ain't even heard my side. But, you know, so I'm pretty sure that Katasha person is here in America, but Catalina is in Canada, but they act like as if they're besties or something. But I don't even know if they will ever meet each other in person, you know. But so, like, it was July 17th when I started on the blog post about a topic that I can't talk about on here, but I finally got done working on it, you know, the night before last. But then this morning I thought of some more stuff and had a part 2. So ever since July 17th, you know, I started on that topic, but because of the Social Security stuff and me feeling depression and anxiety and panic attacks, you know, I had to put that on hold. So then, because I didn't realize it might have been July 3rd that Katasha had donated me $10. But, you know, she donated me $10 and I didn't even realize that her TikTok account had got banned. And like, as I said before, I saw a comment on one of Katasha's videos before she got banned, you know, from TikTok, but she made another one. But before she got banned, somebody had accused her of being a Masonic shill. You know, somebody accused Katasha of being a Masonic shill. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. Well, you know, I know firsthand from rumors, you know, if I had to learn from the false rumors being said about me, that I have to, you know, experience something for myself rather. And I made the mistake of hearing a rumor about somebody back then. You know, I've had moments where I have heard the rumors about somebody and then acted on it and, you know, stayed away from that person because of what I heard. But then sometime down the line, you'll realize that other people were lying on that person. And then if I might come back and be like, well, I apologize that I believe such and such lies about you, you know. So I mean, I felt like when I saw that comment before Katasha's account got banned, somebody said that, you know, somebody accused her, and I don't know if it's true or false, but somebody said that she was a Masonic shill. Like, they try to make like she was a fake T.I. perp that's a Masonic shill, you know. And so then, like a week later or a few days later, I didn't see her, and I was wondering what happened or where she was, and then I realized, then I found out her account was banned. And then later on, I found her on her new account. I was looking for her, and I found her on her new account. And she private messaged me and said that she had just lost her job and her account, that her TikTok got banned. And I forgot what else she said, you know. So it seemed like she was going through a rough time. So then, that was July 3rd. And then July 17th, I started to post on, you know, I started to post on the blog, but I had to put it on hold for like a month and a half. And then I finally got done working on it. Excuse me. So on the video, it was July 18th or 19th. On the video that I showed the cooking demonstration about the boniato potato, you know, trying to make a bread from it. The boniato sweet potato. Excuse me. And so then, you know, she mentioned about me having a perk cough. And so I explained it to her, you know, about the tooth abscess and my Tourette's and stuff. And then I don't know if she saw the message or ignored me. Excuse me. So then, you know, and I've explained this in previous YouTube videos, you know. So then, after that, she had, I don't know if she ignored me, but then I'm like, oh shit, now she's gonna make this false smear campaign that I'm a perp. And she got some influence in one of the popular ones on the TikTok, you know, in the TikTok TI community, you know. And I'm like, so if she falsely accused me of being a perp, everybody will follow suit and believe her lies, you know, or her mistaken assumption. So I blocked her, and then I think that was July 18th, like the day after I started to work on the post about you know, the blog topic. So then after that, you know, it was the night of, I think it was July 19th. or 18th or 19th, when I did, and they kept attacking my videos it made the gang stalking network furious when I broke my silence and told everything about what really happened to Raven, the biological niece Raven. You know, and so then the next day, the 20th, Stephon Adams and Star Bricker, excuse me, it had to be one of them had falsely reported my TikTok videos, you know, and then I you know, they falsely reported my TikTok videos, and then I got the warning that my account really was on its last legs. And then after that, I went to try to, because the fake Darnell Williams perp falsely reported so many videos that I didn't even realize one of them that I didn't realize he falsely reported, and I didn't appeal it. You know, I didn't know. And so then I went to appeal it, and then TikTok straight up, you know, deleted my whole account. And so, like, when I got the warning that my account was on its last legs, now this one has excuse me, this account has excuse me, you know, I had made this account like on the night of the 20th. And then like about 3:30 the next morning on the 21st was when they totally wiped out my TikTok account after I tried to appeal something and they rejected the appeal. And then you know, and then after that, the y'all bear with me because I'm still sleep deprived, you know. So then, like the morning of the 21st, people like the Philip Dean guy and quite a few others blocked me or refused to follow me on TikTok on a new account, and I let them know, you know, this is my new account. The other one got wrongfully banned. And then, like, wow, y'all were just talking to me and private messaging me a day or two ago. Like, what happened overnight that seemingly the whole TI community turned against me and blocked and unfollowed me, you know, excuse me, you know, the whole so-called TI community turned against me. And I don't even know if that was gang stalking witchcraft. You know, if the gang stalking network was really fucking furious. And then it wasn't until, and then that morning, I had heavy in-person gang stalking, and at the 7-Eleven, a perp threatened me. And I got that on video, on both TikTok and YouTube. Excuse me. A perp threatened me. And so then, you know, that morning, that Paul Tucson guy, he said some offensive stuff about women, you know, that and certain things, like he acted like he was defending and agreeing with the perps and just talking all kinds of nonsense. Excuse me. So then I almost wasn't gonna follow him on my new account, but then I did. And then the next day, on Saturday the 22nd, you know, because the 21st I also was attacked by that fake TI perp. I don't remember her name, but she practices witchcraft and all that. That M-Child the Goddess, or M-Child the Goddess, or whatever her name is, came to harass me. And then, you know, then Paul falsely accused me of not being a fake TI, but he straight up called me a gang stalker. And I already explained to y'all, my feud with him back and forth, So then, like, somebody posted something and shared one of his posts where he was hypocritically wearing red. I saw that he was hypocritically wearing entire red shirts, and I felt triggered. So now, like, look at his hypocrisy or whatever, So then on August 6th, was when I did a video. It was a 3-part video. I even put it on YouTube, talking about being, the black sheep of the TI community. And you know how, I guess, when your videos come up on the For You page or the or maybe the friends page, and that might have been how Catalea saw my post. Excuse me. So she didn't even watch all 3 videos. She just saw one post. The first video. And before I knew what she was talking about, she attacked me in the middle of the night, a few hours ago, and said, "Then list their names. I know what you are saying." So I was very confused and wondering what's with the attack. So then I went back to play the video again. And then when I went to play the video again, excuse me, because it seemed like as if she came to attack me. I never did her anything. But she attacked him, and she attacked me. I guess she must have heard or knew about what happened with Katasha White. I don't know if Katasha did a video about me or if she talked about me in a live stream. But that Gig Rock 61 person on TikTok came on my channel, and said, "Well, hey, why did you block my friend Katasha? She was trying to help you," or whatever. Or she was helping you out or something. And so I explained, And so then I went to try to follow the Gig Rocks person, and then they temporarily blocked and then unblocked me and like rejected my follow request or whatever. And so that Gig Rocks person, I turned around and blocked them right back. So she's like, "Oh yeah, why did you follow my friend Katasha? She said, "Why did you block my friend Katasha? She was trying to help you," or whatever, But that Gig Rocks person's supposed to be Christian. So, they got bossy, narcissistic people that be trying to dish out advice that you never asked for in a way that's condescending and belittling and treat you like you're dumb or slow. Like, the Catalea person made like a bossy comment. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I let it slide. And they had a few other people, like on YouTube and TikTok, if they try to make bossy comments or trying to tell me what to do. But then when I really be needing help, everybody ignore me. But they want to dish out unsolicited advice in a way to where you're condescending and belittling and insulting me and talking to me like I lack common sense or like I got stupid written on my forehead. So, as I said, I think Catalea Dove, I think that she was, because I saw her sharing and duetting a lot of Katasha's posts, So I already told y'all about this little bit of red and then me clearing my throat or whatever was, I already explained that the gang stalkers left for this to be the only color on sale that I could afford on Amazon at the time when I didn't even want the color red. So then, the games and tricks that they play, But as I said, I'm not even initiated, excuse me. I don't even gang stalk anybody. And if I was a perp, I wouldn't be, I wouldn't even say, excuse me, after coughing or clearing my throat. So I got this hard mucus in my throat, and I be trying to clear it out with the bentonite clay. When I try to brush my teeth, with the bentonite clay, and sometimes the excess mucus would come up. But I didn't have like a heavy problem with this before the tooth infection. So before the tooth abscess, I was never really spitting up mucus like that. It seemed like the mucus spits up when I'm detoxing it, whether it be like oil pulling with the coconut oil, or the the coconut oil, or the bentonite clay, or salt water, brushing my teeth. But I can't afford a dentist. I don't have, so the abscess gum boil did not come until after taking the antibiotics in 2021. After taking the antibiotics, which I really didn't feel comfortable with taking. So after the antibiotics, I ended up getting the tooth infection. I already had tooth pain, but I didn't get the abscess boil until after the antibiotics. And then January 18th, 2022, last year, over a year and a half ago, my tooth had cracked. And and then like a large part of the filling had came off the tooth. And that was from me trying to use activated charcoal and the bentonite clay, trying to calm myself, trying to detox trying to get rid of, like I would try to put activated charcoal and bentonite clay packs, trying to detox call myself trying to detox the abscess, But it seems like the most I can do is try to keep it down, by continuing to brush and floss my teeth and brush with the bentonite clay. The bentonite clay brushing, it seems quicker and more effective than the oil pulling with the coconut oil. And it seems more powerful. So, and then, excuse me, but I think I've grown up and dealing with the psych meds and in the foster care system and all those surgeries and stuff. I had nose surgery twice and also eye surgery once. So, I struggled many years with mucus in my throat, but the foster mom used to get mad at me for coughing or clearing my throat. And while we were at the fake IDMR cult, she would physically abuse and beat on me for coughing or clearing my throat. And and a lot of times, and she would be smoking heavy around me. So then, but I never really had a problem. I never could spit up mucus until dealing with the abscess that I had for the past couple of years. So I'm not, well, I did say it on my blog, but like out of frustration and being mad, but 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 it seemed like you come and attack me, and saying, then list names. I know what you were saying, and you're younger than me. I just turned 40, and I heard that you're 36. And that Katasha person, I don't know how old Katasha is, but she definitely looked like she could be 25 or younger. But I just wanted to try to straighten out this confusion. So I had to learn that not everybody that wears red is a perp. Or not everybody that drives a red car is a perp. But even yesterday, one of the guys that I forgot to mention that he waited till I got nearby, and that was the only time it seemed like as if he coughed out in the open and coughed on me out in the open, and didn't cover his mouth. I forgot to mention that, He didn't cover his mouth or say, excuse me. So I try to send Catalina. I blocked her on every platform because, then she might start saying this and that about me and stuff, But I saw the other day that people were saying that she was fake. But I never saw any, like her stories sound believable about her videos of what she talk about. But her stories sound believable and she sound like she's sincere. But, I never really saw any videos about her being stalked or followed anywhere or people creating noise campaigns around her or something like that, So, I don't want to discredit somebody myself or saying somebody's fake when they are actually real. But they got some people who supposedly really are targeted and show footage of themselves being targeted and then turn around and bully or pick on or harass a fellow TI. Or they would join the gang stalkers, the sex trafficking gang stalkers, and start going along with the smear campaigns against me. But you're not gonna, like, I wasn't expecting Katasha to still be talking to me, or being nice after she falsely accused me of having a perp cough. When I was actually coughing or clearing my throat for a different reason. And that I already explained in this video, And they got too many people in the TI community falsely accusing me of being a perp. And then bullying, harassing, and picking on me. Excuse me. Bullying and harassing and picking on me. And then resort to calling me, I'm not allowed to call them a narcissistic abuser. But then they resort to calling me, schizophrenic and crazy and saying I need medication. They will falsely accuse me of being a child molester or a chomo or a prostitute or a crazy person, or lie and say I do drugs just like the regular perps do. You lie and say I'm schizophrenic and need medication or I got serious mental problems. You start gaslighting me. And their attacks are very vicious. So, I mean, I even did a video the day before yesterday. It's considered TI day, but I'm sitting here feeling like as if I'm officially banned from the TI community. I get like, it's like more and more increased people in the TI community that's starting to act like perps and start to be bullies and be hateful. And they think that they're better. They get jealous but think that they're better than you. Or like you're not allowed to have anything good. But then they tell you to be positive and do positive things for yourself. And then when you try to do it, then they'll try to make like you're faking being targeted. The 1 ounce of happiness. Like if you're homeless and targeted, and if the beach is free, and you try to go to the beach and have a day at the beach, then they will try to encourage you to go and take a day at the beach and take a breather from all this gang stalking. And then when you do take a break and take a breather, you don't even get to have a good time. Like I would have to deal with transportation sabotage, with them leaving me stranded, calling them the perps, calling themselves trying to make me learn my lesson from ever going to the beach again. And then they would create noise campaigns and smoking heavy cigarettes around me, which would cause me to clear my throat, end up clearing my throat and coughing more, And then, as I said, like y'all saw in the beginning of this video, of me uncontrollably blinking my eyes a lot or having other tics. And the forced speech, I heard some people say it's Tourette's, other people say it's the remote neural monitoring, Excuse me. And I know I'm definitely on remote neural monitoring. And so they had this narcissistic control freak, fake T.I. perp that claimed to be an MK Ultra survivor and try to tell me don't be so paranoid, and then telling me that everybody's not in on the gang stalking. And then tell me ignore the perps, and then tell me ignore the perps, and then turn around and say, you have to have evidence. I go look on her profile, and she's making these narcissistic, bossy comments. To treat me like I'm slow and lack common sense. I go look on her profile, and then she ain't got no videos at all. None. But I've been posting, like I got gang stalking evidence as recent as of yesterday. And probably will have some evidence today. So I broke my silence on a couple of other things too. But y'all will sit there and think that I'm just a negative, messy troublemaker. But Catalea, she pressed the like button on that video, but she didn't block or unfollow me though. I mean, I wasn't even referring to or talking to people like her in my video. And I sent her a private message to explain to her that I'm basically talking about, I was mainly talking about Paul and past experiences in that video. In those videos, And so then, I was trying to explain to her that I was talking about these attacks from so-called targeted individuals on multiple platforms, not just TikTok. I gotten attacked on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. And so, and I don't even know if she pressed the like button to weaponize that against me, like what Paul did, favorited my video, and falsely accused me of being a gang stalker, but he didn't unfollow or block me on that TikTok. But I blocked and I unfollowed and blocked him. And then y'all call yourself trying to mute and cancel me on my own YouTube channel. And anything mentioning about him, y'all made sure that I would get high amount of views, but massive thumbs down. And y'all think y'all got the authority to make it like I'm not even allowed to mention Paul's name. But this is my channel, and this has been my channel since before y'all knew about my existence. So, I'm a YouTube veteran. I'm somewhat newbie on TikTok. But I don't know everything about YouTube, but I've been on YouTube long enough that I'm a YouTube veteran. And y'all newbies with fake new accounts come to try to block your accounts, and you still try to boss and try to bully and control me and think that you can police my mouth on my own videos and my own channel. I'm speaking the truth and my truth. So, you know, that was like the video that wasn't even directed at Catalea, but you know, I think she was trying to be in defense of Katasha. But as I said, if I say that somebody unfollowed or blocked me, a whole bunch of people on Twitter or TikTok, they would unfollow and block me, follow suit and unfollow and block me in droves. But then if somebody said Candy blocked me or Candy unfollowed me, then y'all all huddle together and being like, oh yeah, she blocked me too. And then y'all start gossiping and making smear campaigns and calling me mentally disturbed and all that. You know. So if Paul had real discernment, he can't even discern that Targeted Journey is fake. One of the popular fakes. He can't even discern that she's one of the popular fakes. You don't consider the perp tactic to call somebody mentally ill? Because that's what the gang stalkers do to us. I barely have much. I mean, I get so little support. And I'm so isolated. It's like, I'm surprised that people still falsely accusing me of being a perp. I'm not initiated. I never took any gang stalking deals. But y'all can have houses and cars and jobs. And you got family members you can depend on. But I have just about nothing. But y'all sitting here falsely accusing me of being a perp. Or not a TI. But I'm going to use my mouth and speak my truth and speak my mind on my channel. This is my channel. This channel don't belong to you. This channel don't belong to any of y'all but me. You got your own channel. So the online gang stalkers call themselves trying to meddle in and be messy. Just like that Jessica Perp, one of the sex trafficking gang stalkers lied to Paul and said, oh yeah, Candy gang stalks me too. And Paul believed her. These are sex trafficking perps. But it's so much elitism and cult-like elitism and favoritism in the so-called TI community. I call it the popular fake TI perp cult. Because if you're not going along with the consensus, they ostracize you just like any other group. You're not doing this, you're not doing that, so therefore you can't be a real TI because you don't follow the herd, even in the popular fake TI perp cult. I'm not writing letters to Congress or my oppressors or, writing to the police and, and for them to just gaslight or don't want to do anything because they're a whole bunch of psychopaths. Don't expect a psychopath to solve your fucking problems. And they got too many narcs who be claiming to be targeted individuals or who be claiming to be narc victims. And then they go around and they turn around and narc on another victim. Like, come to find out, one of the popular fakes in the narcissistic victim community on TikTok, Amanda, come to find out she's a fucking perp. She come to turn out to be a perp. And was gaslighted and doing weird shit, and then falsely accused me of being a covert, vulnerable narcissist behind my back. But she turned out to be a perp. Wow, that fake friendship lasted like barely 2 months. She reached out to me and started to butter me up like what Trisha did. Butter me up and love bomb me, and excuse me, that betrayal, she turned against me real quick. Like, how can you be a narc and then sit here and then, do video after videos dressing like a sex slave, dressing all skimpy, and people liking all your posts not because of what you're saying, but because of how much of a hoe you dressing. Dressing in tight, revealing clothing, showing cleavage, and that's why you're popular. So they got some people who wrongfully believe that all targeted individuals are good people and nice people. But I've encountered so many people that's just fucking mean-spirited. Hard and mean and abusive and narcissistic. But I get told that I have my narcissistic abusers themselves tell me that I have my nerve calling anyone a narcissist. And then they reverse it on me and lie and say I'm the narcissist. I don't go around bossing people around or trying to police people's lives. Try to tell people what to do in their personal life. I even did a video, one of my first TikTok videos on the other TikTok, about how grown adults should not be trying to tell grown adults what to do and how to live their lives. Basically, unless that person asks for help, then maybe you can offer suggestions if they ask for help. But, just dishing out unsolicited advice and just being bossy like that and treating somebody like they don't know any better. Like, as I said, that fake joy motherfucker. A few days ago, I had to block her on YouTube because of all her comments. But people, that's what they do to me. They press the like or favorite and then use it to weaponize and discredit and belittle me. Trying to discredit me telling the truth. Or try to make me out to look really silly or as crazy as possible. Excuse me. So I said that I wanted to try to be at peace with people and make peace with people or mend broken relationships in the so-called TI community, but they got people who claim to be God's chosen elect and all that, and they don't even have, like, y'all want to talk about a spirit of this and a spirit of that. They don't even have the spirit of mercy and forgiveness, or they handpick who to be merciful and forgiving towards. But y'all just make it like I'm just crazy with issues. That I'm mentally unstable, disturbed, crazy with issues. That's what the gang stalkers say about me. So, I'm like, well, I can't even cough or clear my throat without being falsely accused. And Paul, he tried to justify his hypocrisy. Like, he be throwing up satanic hand signs. A lot of y'all practice witchcraft. But want to call somebody, you practice witchcraft and claim for yourselves that you're God's chosen elect. They had this narcissistic control freak fake T.I. perp that another one that tried to tell the one who unfollowed me on TikTok and then turn around and question why I blocked her. I'm like, well, because you unfollowed me. And then afterwards, then she started with the belittling, bossy comments. And then turn around and I didn't like the way she talked to me. So then on me and my twin sister's birthday, she private messaged me her phone number and said, call me. And I'm like, well, after all those, you're proving yourself to be a narcissistic and bossy. So, I'm not going to connect with you. I refuse to connect with you because I already know it's going to be a disaster. And I know it's going to be a nasty fight with feuding with you. Like, I didn't want to give Anthony my phone number back in 2020. I didn't want to give Amanda my phone number. And look how it turned out. Like, I'm not giving nobody, I'm not talking to nobody no more. This one person from LinkedIn, he told me to call him. He was a much older person though. He told me to call him, but then I tried to I felt hesitant, and then a few days later I tried to call and text him, but I got a couple of weird messages, or the messages seemed like they didn't go through, but I at least tried. So when people picking on and harassing me, I defend myself, and then I get called the negative one. I get told that I should stop being negative. But I'm not allowed to defend myself against bullying. If Catalina would talk all the time about people bullying her and falsely accusing her of being fake or picking on her, but now you turn around and do the same thing to me. I didn't even do you nothing, and I don't even think she would ever meet Katasha in person. But how y'all make it like as if y'all close like family? But I'm assuming that Katasha is the reason why Catalina attacked me in a comment on one of my videos though. But it was at least even people on YouTube, like one person on YouTube acting like he was defending and agreeing with people falsely accusing me of having a perp cough. So I blocked him too. So, all this doggone confusion, all these attacks, and I'm supposed to just stay quiet and stay silent. But y'all don't take shit off nobody. Y'all don't take shit off nobody. And y'all tell me stop being a punk and stand up and fight, and that I shouldn't take shit off nobody. Or y'all say that I allow or I let people push me over. But then I get called the negative troublemaker when I stand up for myself. But as I said, even in the so-called TI community, I'm gonna start naming names of bullies in the so-called TI community as well. Because bullying is attacking somebody unprovoked. That's a perp tactic. To bully somebody is a perp tactic. Especially when you don't know all sides or the truth or the whole story. You only heard one side and you're going to believe that person no matter what because you consider them your friend. And y'all all the popular fakes that huddle together. But yes, they are mean people in the so-called spiteful, rude, and abusive people. Excuse me. Even if they really are being targeted and say that they're Christian. But they got a lot of y'all that be practicing witchcraft. But then y'all falsely accuse me of being a demonic. The regular perps falsely accuse me of being a demonic witch. And I don't even practice witchcraft or the dark arts or voodoo. I'm from New Orleans and I don't even know voodoo. And I don't even seek out how to learn voodoo techniques or tactics or whatever. I'm not even initiated. I'm an uncorrupted, targeted individual. Never went to perp school or none of that. You know, I don't go to Masonic meetings or none of that. So the fake IDMR cult that the foster mom forced us into, I got out of that long time ago. And never looking back. And I'm disabled with a bunch of issues, but y'all sit there and use that to attack and belittle and bully me. You know, I got a lot of unhealed trauma. And y'all think that I'm crazy for still trying to talk about my trauma. But then y'all hypocritically talk about y'all trauma. Or y'all want y'all voices to be heard. But y'all think y'all deserve to be punished with isolation and silence. Or something severely wrong with me for exposing the abuse that I went through. But everybody just want to use stuff against me and weaponize everything against me in order to make me look like a bad person or make me look crazy. You know, so... You know, they got some people who just don't even know how to communicate, and they think that it's okay for them to just talk to people like shit. And I was like, well, I can't, if that's your personality, I can't change it, so I just stay away from you. So, you know, I'm 40 years old, and I'm sick of taking shit off of people. Y'all don't want me to be scared, but then y'all be the main ones to try to bully and instill fear. You're trying to put fear into me, but then telling me that I'm going to go to hell for being scared. But you want me to be afraid of you. And brag about what you can do to me. I mean, I give up on trying to make friends anymore. I give up on trying to make friends anymore. Even in the so-called TI community. Because there's so many abusive, narcissistic bullies up in the so-called TI community. And y'all be claiming that y'all are not victims when you're knocking on another TI. Or perping another TI. And I'm sick and tired of it. I'm fed up. And I had it up to here with it. What a bad morning to wake up right after me and my twin sister's birthday. That, you know, you come and attack me. I know it ain't our birthday no more, but damn, I just turned 40 years old and got a bad start already. That's like when they have the new year come in January. And when the new year come in January, and it's like January 1st, bad day on New Year's to set the stage for a whole bad year. It's like the worst years end up happening for me. Like if I have a bad day on New Year's, the whole year end up being a disaster. Or if I have a bad birthday, the whole year, the whole 365 days end up being a disaster. You know, like me and my twin sister, the 40th birthday wasn't a disaster day, but the perps were doing covert stuff behind closed doors. And there were two narcissistic control freak fake TI perps on Twitter that says some things that were upsetting to me. And I should have blocked them. Telling me ignore the vibrating. Ignore the organ squishing, them squeezing my organs. And then trying to shame me for speaking out about the directed energy attacks. Or y'all got this fake shut up solution that turned out to be New Age. A lot of y'all try to mix Christianity and New Age. But you think you're holier than me. Or I'm the only sinner. I'm the only criminal. I'm the only wrongdoer. But, I don't remember having any sleep last night. I don't think I got any sleep last night. As I said, I was afraid, had this fear that I might have drunk too much water for the day yesterday because it was really hot and I didn't have any cold water to drink. The closest to any cold thing to drink yesterday was milk with my cereal last night. And that was barely cold. But I don't plan to go out today, and today will be another hot day. It's supposed to be, it's supposed to be at least another 100 degrees again today. So I can't really go outside because of being so hot. So, I have so many haters or so many people against me. And I was just saying in a previous video that I thought I had, more support from the so-called TI community on TikTok. And now it's like I'm ending up with more enemies because of the popular fakes. The popular fakes at the top. And then I started to quit posting my gang stalking evidence on TikTok because I got to hear that they started with that shut up and ignore on there. But December, January, February, March, and April, and May, I was able to get my support and be free to, expose my gang stalking. But then May, June, July, people started to tell me on TikTok, shut up and ignore. Or they start unfollowing and blocking me and calling me negative. While y'all throw up satanic hand signs. You tell me to repent of my sins while throwing up satanic hand signs. So people on TikTok are selling out and becoming fake. And less people are exposing their gang stalking and feeling like it's not worth it. And so they feel like all they do is sit, like they're starting to do like Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, starting to sit behind a desk and talk about or sit in their car and talk about this program in general rather than personal experiences, and they quit showing footage of their gang stalking. And so they figured that if they stopped showing footage of their gang stalking, then they would get tortured less. But that never happened for me. If I stopped showing footage of my gang stalking, or if I stopped filming, then they attack me even more. So it seems like they end up doing less when I have them on camera, but they still got some fake bold ones. But, I gotta film everywhere I walk because they be trying to run over me with their cars on purpose, especially when I don't and they be intentionally trying to run over me on purpose with their cars and stuff. And because I have another similar experience as another so-called TI, they use that to falsely call me fake or a perp, or falsely accuse me of perping and mocking them, when no, I had this same experience that you did on the same day. But I would have never thought, well, if another targeted individual said that they had the same experience as me, then I wouldn't even think of to get mad and call them a perp and then cut off all contact with them and not allow them to explain themselves, But y'all are allowed to be triggered, but I'm not allowed to have any triggers. Excuse me. Y'all perp, gang stalk, and abuse me, and then, think that you got the authority from God to handpick who you think is chosen or not chosen. So when y'all want to talk about chosen ones, but then y'all be the popular fakes that's narcissistic new agers that be going around perping people and practicing witchcraft, while y'all trying to falsely accuse me of being a perp and lie and say you're not a TI. After all the, like, Paul saw numerous videos of me, and even commented. And then he lied and said that I'm not a TI and that I don't have any gang stalking evidence. And then he falsely accused me of being an Uncle Tom. But all this unprovoked picking on and harassing me and bullying me for nothing from multiple people who claim to be TIs. Or they just hear a rumor and then use that to gang up on and attack you, or they'll just block and avoid you altogether because of what they heard about you. But the people who really be perping, those are the ones who get all the likes, follows, donations, and popularity. They got houses and cars and stuff. The popular fakes. They got houses and cars and a loving family. And, you don't even recognize when a fake TI perp is perping and bullying me in their videos. Like, nobody had, like, Monique, Uniquely Made Warrior, nobody caught on to the idea that she's perping the fuck out of me in that, she was perping the fuck out of me in that video. And bragged about it, and y'all still sided with her and said, oh, I trust you, Monique. I believe you, Monique. But she's one of the popular fakes. Bullied, harassed, threatened, and perped me in her video. She even threatened bodily harm to me in her video. I don't remember she threatened to hurt me or threatened to kill me, but I remember she threatened me. And she was prepared deliberately and on purpose, prepared with the red shirt and prepared with other attacks in the video. And lied, manipulated, and twisted everything. She was the one who told me, encouraged me to get a Cash App. I never heard of Cash App until she told me about it. And she kept encouraging me to get one. And then she was the first one who donated $40. She was the first one who donated $40. But then she lied, copied off of everybody else with lying and saying that I'm a scammer when I was homeless and fighting for my life and struggling on the streets while she had owned a house and a car. But she was trying to traffic me like Trisha. Or I don't even know what she had, what Monique had in store for me. But if you're smoking in your house, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I don't want to tell you what to do in your house. So that's one of the reasons why I refused to go there. And then she kept pestering me about coming to stay with her. And then turn around and say, well, I'm not going to stop smoking for you. I'm not going to stop doing this, and I'm not going to stop doing that for you. Well, don't expect me to. I don't want to control your house. I don't want to tell you what to do in your house. And then you're older than me. I don't want to try to control you or tell you what to do in your house. So I would rather just stay away and let you live in your comfort. If you blast loud TV or music, I can't be around that. So I don't want to try to tell you what to do in your house. So, there's other instances where it seems like everybody's just fucking against me. Like, I don't have much of anybody because of smear campaigns, lies, and false rumors spreading around in the so-called TI community from the popular fakes. So it seemed like as if the Catalina person, she would start a conversation with me, and then I would respond back, and then she would ignore me, So, but I mean, it's like, y'all will look at this video and say, Candy's starting trouble again. As I said, people that's supposed to be subscribed to me, y'all give me a thumbs down. Before you can hear anything I say, y'all thumbs down the video before y'all can even hear me out or hear my explanation or hear what I gotta say. And then, the online perps that been stalking me for years, they would try to be messy and they act like they think, oh, you're lying. Well, why you've been listening to me for years if you wrongfully assume that I'm lying? I wouldn't waste my time for years stalking and listening to somebody who I thought was lying. A liar. But I heard that they're getting paid. They're getting paid, So they try to make excuses for my twin sister and say that, oh, she's just mind controlled against you. When my twin sister's a whole damn perp, and none of y'all believe me. Y'all don't even believe me. Y'all don't want to hear anything I gotta say. Even fake T.I. perps falsely accusing me of being a chomo, being a druggie, being a thief, and a crazy person, and a prostitute, and all that. Or y'all falsely accuse me of faking directed energy weapons and falsely accusing me of being nasty and pissing and shitting on myself on purpose for attention. That's what the perps say. But then it's like you got these same attacks and sabotage happening to you. Why would you turn around and perp another TI? I've been making attempts at trying to stay away from or stay out of arguments with other so-called so-called targeted individuals. You're going to end up feuding with gang stalkers or narcissistic abusers and fake TI perps. But they got narcs pretending to be victims. That's bossy and controlling and a damn bully and be creating smear campaigns. And don't care how they fuck up your life. And ain't nobody listening to me anyway. But the online gang stalkers, they're meddlesome and they're just so messy. So messy. But I don't even have much of any protection or support from people that's supposed to be part of the TI community. They have all backstabbed and betrayed and turned against me and started acting like perps. It's hardly any of them left. Only a couple of them. And it's like I'm even the few that I have left, I'm losing them too. I got almost getting close to having nobody at all. And y'all think I'm the bad person or the bad guy. Or the troublemaker. But then you tell the truth about narcissistic control freak, fake TI perps, and regular perps. And then they got their lies prepared. And they talk about you. They falsely accuse me of being the ones with the lies and slander. When I'm canceled with nobody on my team, nobody on my side at all. I got nobody on my side. But I'll be the first one everybody want to turn against. I'll be the first one that everybody want to block, ignore, or jump on or gang up on and attack. It's like everybody already got premeditated hatred or jealousy towards me. It's like this whole world is a world full of wolves. Ready to devour and attack. And they want to handpick whose side to take. Or like all this favoritism and choosing sides. And you already got your mind made up to defend and agree with and believe this lie and that lie from that fake person. That's already popular and fake and untouchable. But whether you believe me or not, I'm getting my story out.